What's going on, guys? JT here and welcome back to the channel. Today we have an interesting article by CNBC with a quote from Josh D'Amaro on what went wrong with the Galactic Starcruiser in his eyes, and I find it to be super interesting, his take, and he tells why he thinks it just didn't hit the way Disney thought it would. So let's get right into the article here. So it's from this part of the article, Telling Stories in the Parks. They go on to say Disney's ambitions to grow its experience unit hinge in part on making attractions feel more real. They continue to push the envelope on storytelling and creativity, D'Amaro said of Imagineering team. He cited the recently shuttered Star Wars Galactic Starcruiser, a hotel and immersive experience that took guests on a 2-day voyage in space. It was a 48-hour interactive story that allowed fans to physically play in the Star Wars universe. And here's a picture from people at the Galactic Starcruiser. But they add, this is something that had never been done before, D'Amaro said. It was difficult to even explain to the public, and I think it was incredibly brave for us to move into this space. And this to me says Imagineering is still at its best today. High ticket prices deterred the average park goer, and the Galactic Starcruiser shuttered in September. Still, D'Amaro said the experiment was a learning opportunity for the company. Those learnings are being employed on the next experiences, which we haven't even announced yet, he said. Storytelling is the heart of everything across Disney's experience division. So I thought the quote from D'Amaro in the article was very interesting, explaining how difficult it was to explain what the Starcruiser was to the public. Now, I think it's an interesting take and definitely not the only reason why the Starcruiser wasn't successful. I thought they did a lot of great things with the Starcruiser. I thought the idea was very interesting and cool, but one of my biggest problems with Galaxy's Edge in general and what they've done over there on the Walt Disney World side of things, they really trying to keep it within the sequel trilogy only. And I think that hurt the Starcruiser. If you had characters like Vader, R2-D2, Luke Skywalker, Anakin, all roaming around, I think it just adds to the experience and really hits on everything in Star Wars and really brings everyone more together. As we know, the sequels can be a divisive topic, but I think that could have been really cool. And I think overall, they really should have just made a Star Wars hotel that connected to the park. I think that would have done magnificent. The room design in the Starcruiser is super cool. Some of the elements and different events they had that went on were super cool that you could have going on at the hotel and have people experience, you know, on days they're resting from the park and have different cool Star Wars activities, games, foods, entertainment. I thought that aspect of it was cool, but just the whole cruise idea of it all being kind of stuck in there for 48 hours. You obviously have the direct connection to Batuu and Hollywood Studios, which is really cool, but I think a hotel really would have hit the head on everything they're looking for to get out of the Starcruiser. And then if they just opened it up more of the IP and more of the characters that are so well known. I mean, Darth Vader, how big of a character he is, Luke Skywalker, whether you bring in Anakin, some of the prequel people, Padme, Ahsoka, you can really start to branch out and have all these different characters and really just feel like you're in Star Wars. So I think that's what was really missing, and I think a lot of people understood what the Starcruiser was, but the price point just wasn't good enough for what people understood they were getting and the experience they were getting. And Walt Disney World or going to any of the Disney parks can already be super expensive for a lot of families, so a high-end thing like that, and especially for a Star Wars fan like me, I love Star Wars. I just wasn't really interested in the idea. I'd rather just go to the parks, go to Hollywood Studios, and still ride, you know, Rise of the Resistance and Smuggler's Run, and still get that experience without having to go through the Starcruiser and find myself, you know, on it for 48 hours, kind of doing all the stuff there and not having the freedom to go do kind of other things. But I thought that was interesting, his quote on that, and I'm sure they're going to learn from it, like he said, and I expect whatever they're going to be putting in that space that is now vacant is going to be incredible, and there are going to be some great minds on the project and come up with an awesome idea. I hope it's still something with Star Wars. Maybe they do something with Marvel. Not sure exactly what the plans are there. Maybe that's something we find out about at D23. But let me know in the comment section your thoughts. And as always, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you are new. And we'll catch you guys on the next video. Peace.